Our next presenter is Mr. Pejovic. And maybe you could just introduce yourself for Hansard, please, sir. You have 15 minutes, sir.
Honorable members of the committee, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Pejovic. I am professor at the University of Toronto. I have been professor at Rice University as well. My whole family is in Canada. I immigrated 8 years ago. All my contracts in Canada have been somehow troubleshooting. The title is Stability of Power Production, Huge Economic and Social Consequences of Price and Price Variation. Motivation behind the revision is understandable. Its goals are laudable. Who wants more blackouts? But are these goals achievable? Can one create a climate of needed private investment? There is another challenge. If not addressed, legislation will fail to reach its goal. Stable power delivery, stable power price. The power system must be overbuilt. There must be reserve capacity, as banks must carry a credit reserves to avoid financial instability and runs. So, power production must carry an operational reserve. This cannot be paid for in the same way as power consumed. If not put in place, the system will fail again and again. Stability means spinning reserve, standby reserve. Reserve energy is not directly productive and thus cannot be charged in the way Bill 100 implies. Minimum spinning reserves is equal uncontrolled drop of a biggest generator or biggest power plant or power transmitted by uncertain transmission line. Without explicit consideration of production and spinning reserve, stability in generation system cannot be in shape. Instability creates huge economic and social consequences. The worst is blackout. Cartoon. The network went down and I lost my work. The server crashed. From now on, I want advance notice of any unplanned outage. And I need it yesterday. I used to think that was just a figure of speech. At the highest consumption, available power must be above demand. This means that all units must be ready. Random cases. EMO experienced technical problem on June 7th. Demand was 21,000 megawatts. Drop of few hundred megawatts generators soared the energy price from 7 cents to up 75 cents. That's the day of sudden drop in energy. Market demand was about 20,000. Taxpayers and consumers have had to pay approximately $15 million. September 3rd, price soared from 3 cents to $1 per kilowatt hour. That's this critical day. Natural outcome. Available resources cannot meet demand. Power shortage leads to blackout. This happened and the price soared from 2 cents to $2 per kilowatt hour. Toronto Star published, if out-of-province suppliers are informed when a big generator breaks down, suppliers are likely to dramatically increase their offer prices into the Ontario market. 3,000 megawatts of power were knocked out, cows. Pre-dispatch price $8 per kilowatt. Dispatch price $3. Conclusion: spinning no-load reserve is much cheaper. Huge economic and social consequences. Producers and consumers are fundamentally at odds. This tension must be more explicitly balanced and accommodated in the wording of Bill 100. Must be ways of explicit required and pricing a reserve in capacity. What should be done? Overall and full technical balance. Either sooner or later, pure management attempt to find a solution to the power problem will fail. Setting price is not the only issue. The current risk of major failure in the supply system are already great. Now about energy. Fossil oils are at the end, 10, 50, 100 years. At that time, only sources will be renewable and nuclear energy. We have to rely on known generator of power and invest in a new technology, hoping that new energy sources will miraculously be discovered. Experience. New generators must be continuously built all the time. The 15 years of experience in Ontario has proven conclusively that one of the most expensive ways is not to build new power plants on time. In the future, the Ontario electricity market has to be adapted as the power pool to eliminate any risk to investments in new power generation from any available sources. Know-how. Multidisciplinary transfers of a period of experience and knowledge continuity has been lost. Canada has had more than 100 years of experience. Individual areas have lost the current experience and knowledge. Multidisciplinary transfer must be planned and financed. Up until now, too few experienced engineers and project managers, even to know how to engage the right skills from the marketplace. Accrued experience, Pickering, some other power plants. Stability means spinning, no load, and standby generators. Peakers have a huge role in stabilizing the electricity grid. Hydro plants are the best solution all over the world. Price is low. Coal-fired generations have environmental impact. Nuclear generation, radiation. Gas-fired, also environmental impact. Hydro have no one of these. Prices per kilowatt investment $600 to $3,000. Price per kilowatt hour 1 cent to 6 cents US dollars. Reversible pump turbines and storage power plants are solutions all over Europe and other countries. Pump hydro, I will just briefly mention, this is the list where Canada is not, and that's the list of 1,000 megawatt and larger pump hydro installations worldwide. Canada should have been here. Here I want to mention something about Germany. Few speakers mentioned wind in Germany, windmills. But nobody mentioned that Germany has a huge number of hydro and pump storage generators which can easily accumulate this wind energy and then produce when there is no wind. Renewables, solar, biomass, and wind. Impact on the overall power generation requirements for Ontario is right now negligible. Transmission grid line to connect the various provinces' grids would be great benefit, partial to any other improvements. Canada once built national railways, St. Lawrence Seaway. Next step, no doubt expensive, but also crucial and inevitable, is to create significant Canadian grid transmission line. Closing thoughts. Ontario needs spin no-load generators, standby generators, peak generators as soon as possible. will not analyze what should be done. That's the list. What is the role and power of OPG, IMO, and OPA? We can add here maybe union or some other things. I concentrated on technical problems. Who has had to point out and solve this electricity problem in the last 15 years? OPG, IMO, OPA. We are waiting for a new team. I suggest a new, at least 30-minute presentation to discuss and analyze this issue. Thank you for your attention. I'm ready to answer your questions.
Thank you very much. You have used up all your time for the presentation, so we won't have any time for questions. Clarification, I'll allow a clarification question.
Thank you, sir. Can you tell me what a reversible pump turbine storage power plant is?
What is it?
I don't know.
That's when the system has too much energy. And sometimes Ontario system has negative price. When generators pay not to stop, because to stop production is very expensive, and some power plants need 2 days to restart again. This energy we pump into hydraulic storage reservoir when the system has too much energy, and then with this energy we cover peak energy. And there is a huge number of such units operating all over the world. Ontario has only one, and I think is not using in proper way. That's on Niagara-Serradas Bank. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Our next presenters are from the Sierra Legal Defense Fund.